at the start of December. Trina is with me in the commentary box for the night, and we couldn't start any better than that for the most local player of the six tonight.
That's a nice one for the crowd.
95.
We're holding our breath, Ricky.
135.
Oh, that's so close.
Ricky King is outscoring him at the start of this first group game.
Game shot on the
He's found his
second
first
leg.
double as
Ricky
well.
King.
Had
So
a
we've got
massive amount
155.
of big finishes this week. This would be the second biggest. Double 19.
Game
And
shot on the
Stillbunce
fourth
doesn't
leg.
need to
Stillbunce.
practice. He's sharp enough without it.
With the last start
14.
there, sneaks it through in between them.
And
Game
Bunce
shot on the
wins
match. Stillbunce.
the first game of the night. The Neon Nightmare could have caused a nightmare for himself had he lost from 3-1 up, but he hasn't. He does get the first 2 points, but he's going to need more legs. And indeed another win if he wants to win Group 1. A very decent first game, very tightly fought, but look at that 155 checkout from Bunce. That gave him the 3-1 lead, and ultimately he was able to get the points in the end. We will now go to Group 2, and we are going to see Devin Peterson, very colourful himself, going up against Mr. Survival, Paul Hogan.
So angry with himself there. Frustrated. 2 trebles here for Devon.
108.
Fills it up.
That is the 3rd time this week he's left 21 from 201.
171.
That's a great
Double
shot
card
there from
21.
Paul Hogan. Puts the pressure right on. It's double 8. Can he take it out? He
5.
misses and gives Hogan
Hogan
a
will
chance
count
at
8.
double 4.
Where have we seen a 171 to leave double 4 before?
Game shot on the fourth leg. Paul
You've seen it
Hogan.
just there, but you also saw it at the end of Series 7.
Game shot on the match. Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan is just too good on this occasion, and Mrs. Crocodile Dundee can breathe a sigh of relief. Peterson has got a lot of work to do against Thomas Lovely a little bit later on. Hogan, the man who's won on a Saturday night before, he had the lesser average, but look at the doubles. 4 out of 7, excellent. And now, last night is all but forgotten because Hogan gets 2 points in Group 2. They are literally biting their fingertips.
That's a nice 180 there from Ricky.
There really are a lot of people from Swanage here.
Crowd are going wild.
85. Ricky McCall,
I'm going to have to start looking at the Portsmouth signs. It might say twinned with Swanage. Great second dart.
110.
All good. Now, this might just be what Ricky needs. He needs to stand on the edge to find his best stuff.
Ricky McCall, 32.
That was a different reaction.
Game shot on the third leg. Ricky King. Nolan your car, 77.
Single 18. For another tops. And there
Game
it is
shot on the
again.
fourth leg. Nolan van Leuven.
And to take a place in the final 4 and to take Bunce with her.
Game shot on the match.
brilliant job.
Nolan van Leuven.
Ricky King's first Saturday night here in Portsmouth has ended after 3 games played. He was in a very difficult group with Noah Lynn and Stowe Bunce. But it's going to be the most colourful players in group number 1 who are going to progress. And look at that, 98.51 with 50% on the doubles. You play like that tonight and you've got a fantastic chance of a weekly title. So it's going to be a knockout game, you could say, of sorts when we come back to game number 5 with Bunce and Noah. Whoever wins is going to win the group. Whoever loses is going to be second.
104.
So Tom looking at 104.
If he takes this, Devin Peterson has got a mountain to
Game
climb.
shot on the match.
It's a great
Thomas
finish
Lovely.
from Thomas Lovely. And 2 people in this match have accomplished something. Lovely has got 2 points, and Hogan has got a place in the semi-finals. He may not know it because he tends to think that ignorance is bliss. The Lovely family are very, very pleased as he's got 2 points, but the mission to make the semis is not quite done for Lovely yet. He may need a good performance against Devon to make the final 4. But when we come back, it's going to be a colourful battle between 2 players who are in Group A this week. Bunce and Noah Lynn will go head-to-head after this to see who wins Group 1.
Nolan
But winning the night.
32.
The ideal scenario is just to win all 4 games. Doesn't always work that
92.
way. And last week was a prime example of that when Kai Gotthard won the title. Nobody won all 4 games last week.
59. Nolan, your car 40.
But you have to win 3.
Game
And there's
shot on
that
the third
tops
leg.
again.
Nolan van Leuven.
3-0. 9 darts. Gary Anderson's like that. Some people don't need to loosen up. But then there are others like Connor
77.
Scott who need hours.
That's true. Everybody's different.
There's another thing as well. Maybe Sto Bunce is wearing orange
100.
trousers.
Nolan, your car 120.
Supporting the Dutch.
Yeah, saying well done Wesley Plaisir for being a 2-time World Master today. Well, that was interesting.
54. So
Trying to finish the Group 1 2 bullseyes. And bullseye is still an option on 66.
94. Nolan, your car 66.
Of course it's tops.
Game shot
And because of that brilliant tops,
Van Leuven.
Nolan van Leuven is going to win Group 1 and done an immense job of winning 8 legs from 10 played and a high level of performance as well. In both games, she's averaged north of 98. Sto Bunce didn't need to win that match, but now he knows by not winning the group, he is going to be in the second semi-final. So now we turn our attention back to Group 2, and it's going to be between Lovely and Peterson to see who joins Hogan.
Devon, your car 140.
If he misses this, things are getting very
100.
worrisome.
Car 36.
Double 18 this time for Lovely. That is a lifeline.
40.
So it gives Devon a shot at tops to break Lovely.
Game shot on
And
the
he
first
does
leg.
with the second
Kevin
dart,
Peterson.
taking his chances there, but
Devon,
leaves
car
it
92.
nice and handy. So Devon has to take this 92 out. Can't do it this time, so Thomas will be back for the double 8.
Game shot on the second leg. Devon Peterson.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
But if he gets out of this hole, they're going to start calling him the shovel.
Game shot
This
on the
is
third
getting
leg.
ridiculous
Devon
now.
Peterson.
If he wins one of the next 2 legs, Devon
Game
Peterson is going to be in the semi-finals.
on. Car 96.
Devon back for 96. He'll stay there.
56.
He did
Thomas
have the
car
option of
68.
double-double, but did decide to go down the neck of the barrel. 68, again, against Peterson.
36. Devon, car
Thomas
40.
Lovely might be done. This is not the only chance that Peterson has to get through. But it's the
Game shot
only
on
one
the
he
Devon
needs!
Peterson.
A ridiculous game to end the group stage. And Thomas Lovely, who started fairly well tonight, has been shut out by the man in that shirt who will still fly the flag for South Africa and now will do so in the semi-finals. Amazing turn of events as Devon Peterson wins by 4 legs to 0, and now you have our permission to look forward to the semi-finals. Not this week. Or maybe you can.
Game shot on the third
Maybe you
leg. Devon
can't.
Peterson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with respect to both players, they've played all week down here. They've played great. tonight's the finals night. With respect, can you give them the order that they deserve while not calling out while they're actually on the hockey throwing the darts? That would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
But she didn't need to. And that came down to Devon's miss at the bullseye.
140.
Now,
Nolan
she
Yukar,
must
24.
hit it.
Game shot on the fifth
Dart
leg.
players do
Nolan
that.
Van
When they
Leeuwen.
need to hit, they're more likely to hit
Nolan
for a
Yukar,
single
63.
13. Gets the treble though, and it's 2. At the double, she has missed and hit in the previous leg. This
Game
time
shot on
it's
the
a
sixth
hit.
leg. Nolan
And we
Van
go the
Leeuwen.
distance. Of course we do. It's week number 5. Is to be in a final for the first time.
Game shot on the mark. Devon Peterson.
Devon Peterson breaks in the last leg and puts Nolan Van Leeuwen out at the semi-finals for the second time. Disappointment, obviously, but the man who won his group game number 2 by 4-0, he has a very different style of game in that one right there, and he is going to be in the final tonight in week 5 against either Sto Bunce or Paul Hogan.
Paul Yukar, 127.
Treble 19 needed. Now the bull. Oh,
Game
it's
shot on the fourth
huge!
leg.
And Paul Hogan has just equalised with a signature 127.
Fifth leg, Paul through first. Game on.
He was pleased with that.
Is that good enough to pressure this of Bunce?
Game
Not
shot
this
on the fifth
time.
leg. Sto Bunce.
And Bunce will now throw to make the final. Tops.
56. Paul Yukar,
And because
56.
of that miss, he might not. Now Mrs. Neon Nightmare doesn't look as happy. Double 18 for Hogan. Brilliant
Game shot on the
deflection.
sixth leg. Paul Hogan.
One leg shootout.
Seventh
Yet
and final
again.
leg, Paul through first. Game on.
Come across the Atlantic. You fly for nearly 30 hours.
So 19 then.
That's a really good dart. Those singles are not easy in moments like this.
Double 8.
Game
He
shot
gets
on the
it.
mark. Paul Hogan.
Sto Bunce will not play in the final this week. The most dramatic game we've had this week has involved Devon Peterson and Paul Hogan. And they're going to go one more round to see who gets the title in week number 5. He might be getting a bit of divine intervention. Paul Hogan, by hook or by crook, and by that 4-3 scoreline, has made the final to take on the African Warrior for this week's title. This week, I think he's had about 5 of them. Double 18.
124.
Well short.
Paul Yukar, 76.
So Paul. Treble 20. He'll stay there. Double 18. He knows how important this leg is.
Game
And
shot on the
takes
second leg.
it.
Paul Hogan.
Even though it's a holder throw there from Hoagie, putting the pressure on this
Game
shot,
shot
but
on
he
the fourth
takes
leg.
it.
Devon Peterson.
It's 2-2.
To get any in this leg. Double 18. He
Game
isn't
shot on
this
the fifth
time.
leg. Paul Hogan.
Again, he takes that little step back.
He has
shot
that
on
second
the mark.
weekly
And
title.
the winner of the Motor Super
By the
Series,
finest of
Series
margins,
9,
Crocodile
League 5,
Dundee made
Crocodile
Saturday,
Dundee,
and
Paul
he's made the most of
Hogan.
it. It's going to be a second consecutive Champions Week for Hogan. just down the motorway, and he may not believe it. How many lives has he used in the last couple of days? He has that second weekly title.
And the winner of the Motor Super
By the
Series,
finest of
Series
margins,
9,
Crocodile
League
Dundee
5,
made
Crocodile
Saturday,
Dundee,
and he's
Paul
made the most of
Hogarth.
it. It's going to be a second consecutive Champions Week for Hogan, just down the motorway, and he may not believe it. How many lives has he used in the last couple of days? It will be fascinating to get his words at the end of tonight. I don't think he believes what's just happened. He's had some great moments over the last few games, but I assure you, right now, he will not believe this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands
92.45 for
together.
Peterson. He played
Kevin
well,
Peterson.
but he missed chances in the first 4 legs. He only got 2 legs. But Hogan, look at that. 4 out of 6 on the doubles. Close to perfect in a final. And it's such an amazing feeling to win on that stage. And getting his mitts onto that trophy one more time will feel very sweet for Paul Hogan.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic week of darts we've seen, and you've also witnessed some fantastic darts tonight from 6 players that have actually got to the final stages. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner, and the winner of the Motor Super Series, Series 9, Week 5, please put your hands together. It's the Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan!